Alright, so this is about the best way I can think of. Be a lot quicker than me writing 6 drafts of instructions, and then it ultimately gives you too much information. So here's how we get into the test menu on the 16-1 board. You can see I have the machine turned off right now. I'm going to open her up. So we have our switches labeled service and test. Yours should be your cabinet may differ slightly. Sometimes they're back here depending on the shape of the cabinet, but the idea is the same. So I'm going to do is with the machine off, holding the test switch. Sorry, I don't have a tripod handy. I'm going to turn the game on with the switch held in, and you see the startup's a little bit different. It'll do this weird kind of verify thing. That's how you know you did it right. If you hold in the service switch, it'll do a similar thing, but not get you to the right thing. So if you do that, just go for the test instead. So get the color screen, hit test to advance. I'll ask if you want to clear the high scores. We're not doing that right now. And it'll take us to this screen right here. The moving around this is kind of weird because it doesn't, your movement, your cursor doesn't correspond to this. It corresponds to these virtual dip switches. So like, you'll see which one. So like, let's say I want to turn demo music off. So I go down and then I press, the game calls this S1. So your fire button 1. And then you turn that to no. And then again, like if I want to go to free play, and I do that, in this case, I'm going to leave this all at default. I think the rest of these really don't have to worry about. And then to save that setting, press the player 1 start button. I'll say setup and then setup OK. So to go on per game, we will hit the test button again, and now we're in the Ms. Pac-Man setup, and that'll work basically the same way. So you move the thing, so I can do 5, and I think you mentioned you saw in the manual the tables for determining what switches do what, or what virtual switches, as it were, do what. But then it also highlights. And you don't have to save or to write the setup after every game, but I know when I set these up, that's what I like to do, just so it's a little more, just so I'm prepared in case something goes wrong, I guess. Anyway, so to advance to the next game, you press the test button again. It takes us into Galaga, Frogger. If you went too far and you want to go back a game, then you press service. And then, from there, then it's just a matter of moving the joystick to the thing you want to change, and then hit the button, and it'll change the value of that dip switch, and hit your start button to save, and then when you're all done, after you've saved, of course, then you can turn it off and then turn it back on, and everything should come back up. So it'll come up with the regular boot up instead of the test boot. And yeah, it really is that easy. Just a matter of it's easier for me to show you than to try and write it out and all that. So, all right, let me know if you have any questions.